Hello, hello, friends. Trying to get everything situated. So I've been having a crazy day with technical difficulties all over the place. So I am currently recording this on my phone, live on Facebook, on my computer, and on my tablet. So if you see me looking all over the place, that would be exactly why. Okay. So those of you who have been to my house or know my life, you know that I don't have a very quiet house the majority of the time. It gets pretty crazy around here, and I have the whole place to myself right now. So I have been wanting to get a 101 class out to you guys. My team's been asking for a class that they can share, and it's no better time than now. One, because I'm by myself, and two, because Young Living just came out with the most phenomenal new starter kit, and it is worth screaming from the mountaintops about. So, first and foremost, thank you to anyone who has pushed play, is joining me to chat about oils for a little bit. I know you probably have a pretty busy schedule, so I absolutely appreciate you carving a little bit of time out of your day to talk about one of my favorite things. My goal is to get as much information out to you on an extremely detailed topic in just a short amount of time, and as quickly and as effectively as I can. So what does that mean for you? This class is going to be fast-paced. I'm going to be throwing a ton of information out to you in just a short amount of time, so feel free to ask questions down below, send me an email, a private message, any way that you need to get in contact with me. I want to answer your questions, and I know this is going to be really overwhelming for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So grab a cup of tea or your favorite beverage and snuggle up, and let's hang out for a little bit. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ashley Harris. I am a Gold Team Leader with Young Living, and I am also the founder of the Rogue Oilers, which is a phenomenal Young Living Oils team that has a passion for education and really teaching people and helping them to get the toxic chemicals out of our homes that most of us are unknowingly coming in contact with every single day. Before we jump into the good stuff, I want to take a moment and tell you how I got here in front of all of you teaching about essential oils and natural living. Because 5 years ago, my life looked nothing like it does today. And I want to kind of paint that picture and travel back in time with you guys for a moment so you get a better understanding of why I am where I am and why I will never, ever, ever go back to the way that I was. 5 years ago, I was a single mom to 2 kids under the age of 5. I was working 40 plus hours a week in a doctor's office. I was barely making ends meet. In every sense of the word. I was tired. I was stressed. I was struggling to lose weight, and I was emotionally just at rock bottom, like the lowest that I'd ever been. On top of the everyday stress that I already juggled, my son Ashton, who was 2 at the time, spent the first couple years of his life in and out of hospitals, visits to lung specialists, doctors, and a lot of heavy-duty, super nasty medications. I missed work typically at least once a month due to his hospitalizations and illnesses. He suffered so much with his respiratory system. He literally just could not breathe. If anyone knows the desperate feeling of praying over your baby in an oxygen machine, just know that I want to hug you so tight, because to this day, it is one of the most helpless, scary feelings that I've ever felt in this lifetime. I do not wish that on anyone. By the time he turned 2, we were on a first-name basis with doctors. We had exhausted several different medications, and although there was clearly something wrong with him, we always seemed to end up right back at square one. When he turned 2, he was diagnosed with asthma, and he was put on a daily medication as well as regularly as needed, which seemed to be quite frequently, heavy doses of steroids and antibiotics as well. A few weeks after that, he became very, very sick. His fevers were spiking dangerously high. I was following all of the doctor's orders, And I was just completely frantic. This went on for 6 days, you guys. Several different doctors, 2 different hospitals, and absolutely zero sleep for this mama. If your baby's running a fever that high, you're not sleeping. Trust me. But I was completely spent. My son was totally miserable. He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't drink. His fevers were making him delirious. And every single doctor sent us home with new antibiotics and instructions to return if he wasn't better in 48 hours. So after 6 excruciatingly long days and 5 sleepless nights, the last and final doctor tried to write me an antibiotic prescription and scoot me out the door without being able to answer any of my questions as to what was actually going on with my son. His x-rays were clear. There was nothing alarming on his lab results. But he was so sick. At the time, we were at a hospital 30 miles south of where we live, and I loaded my sick baby up again, got in the car, and we drove home, and I literally cried my whole way home. I will never forget that day as long as I live. But I was literally just begging God for answers. Help me to fix his little body. I wanted my smiling, happy little boy back, and he was just, it was so heartbreaking. A friend of mine had been using oils for a couple months, and she'd been wanting me to try them, but with as sensitive as Ashton was to everything, I literally told her to hit the road with her hippy dippy oils. Like I was playing no part in that. I didn't want to compromise him anymore. And now I just can't help but look back and laugh at how, and cringe really, at how big of a skeptic I was. But hey, grace upon grace, right? Once we know better, we're able to do better. And I just didn't know any better at the time. But on this particular day, I was desperate. The doctors couldn't help me. My son was in agony, and I was so tired of filling his little body with these medications that to me at the time, I was thinking very well could have been adding to the problem. And so I called her, and she brought me 3 oils and 1 diffuser. 3 oils, 1 diffuser, and countless prayers were being answered. Over the next few days, I just dove headfirst into research, and what I found was a mix of shocking, amazing, and just downright disturbing, honestly. Not only was I seeing the vast benefits of therapeutic grade, pure essential oils, but more importantly, I was seeing and I was taking a better look at what I was using in my home, on my babies and on myself, everyday products, some of them even marked natural or organic, that contained chemicals that were attacking every single system in our body. They had respiratory disruptors, hormone and endocrine disruptors, immune system disruptors, all the way down to carcinogens. Cancer-causing, making it hard to breathe chemicals that were keeping us overloaded and sick. So I changed. I changed everything from our toothpaste to what I clean our toilets with. I tossed out the candles, the stinky plugins, the crazy smelly laundry soap that I was so obsessed with. I swapped it all out. And I learned to support our bodies in the way that they were intricately designed to work. And guess what, you guys? It worked. Almost 5 years down the road, and it's incredible. It would take me days to go over every single benefit that we've seen in the last 5 years. But that's why I'm doing this class. I'm getting the really important ones in a nutshell. And I hope that this reaches somebody that is struggling emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, in the ways that we were back then, and that it can just reach out and pull you in and be your lifeboat to something so much better. So much better. So after that, we started using therapeutic grade essential oils for everything. We use them for natural health care, cleaning, emotional release, courage, focus, skincare. The list literally goes on and on and on and on. There are oils in every nook and cranny of this house. So what brings me here? What puts me in front of all of you guys, just teaching you that there's a better way? And that's easy. It's because I had no idea that by living the way that we were living, by me not paying attention to what we were putting on and inside our bodies, I was hurting our family. In today's world, you are going to come in contact with toxins. It's inevitable. They're in the air that we breathe, they're in the food that we eat, but we're the gatekeepers to our own home, and we can choose to know better and to do better. I'm here because I want you to understand that there's a better way, there's a more affordable way, there's a way that is going to give you so much health and happiness that if you're anything like me, you thought was completely out of reach and just something you saw happening to other people. In this class, I'm going to teach you what essential oils are, how you can get them into your homes, how to use them safely, how they work in our bodies, and why purity is so, so incredibly important. And like I said, I want to answer all the questions that you have. So please message me right now in the middle of the night, whenever you think of them, and let me know. But before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this class, I want to talk really quickly about how to use and where to get your oils, because I want you to be using them safely. Therapeutic grade oils are very, very potent. It takes 150 pounds of lavender blossoms to make just 1 pound of pure therapeutic grade lavender oil. For this reason, 100% pure therapeutic grade lavender oil is much more valuable than one that's cut with, say, lavandin, which is a hybrid plant that has a similar smell to lavender, but it's much, much cheaper. Or oils that are pre-diluted with a carrier oil, or worse, oils that are altogether synthetically made. What is an essential oil? Essential oils, a true essential oil is the lifeblood of the plant. So just like the blood in our bodies, oils carry valuable properties that are natural to the plant. Each plant has a different value based on its chemical makeup. And when it's taken from the plant and taken from the plant properly and used in the human body, this lifeblood gives those same properties to the human body. And it is so crazy cool. I'm not going to go all chemistry nerded out on you guys today. I will ask my team. I will, but not today. But these properties are called chemical constituents, and they are what make essential oils living bioavailable superstars. So in humans, they can provide support for every single system in your body. Your skeletal, muscular, circulatory, endocrine, your hormones, respiratory and immune systems. They support brain health and a healthy weight. They've been used for hundreds and hundreds of years extensively for emotions and spiritual support. Oils are found in your bloodstream in 26 seconds when they're applied topically, and after 20 minutes, essential oils will affect every single cell in your body. So because of their size molecularly, they're smaller than cells, and they're smaller than viruses. So oils can penetrate your system quicker than any modern medicine on the planet. Where do you get them from? Throughout this journey, I have truly learned that quality matters. Cut rate oils are inexpensive because they're cheap. They either only contain a very, very small amount of essential oil, but they can still be labeled as 100% pure, or the oil is a lower quality fragrance oil. And fragrance grade oils still come from the plant, but they don't contain any medicinal value whatsoever. Chemical constituents are very, very sensitive, and they generally can only be extracted through very, very low heat and low pressure. So by ramping up the heat, the pressure, or the extraction, if you use solvents to extract the oils from the plants, you're going to pull more oil out of the plant, but that's at the cost of killing the molecules that work therapeutically in our bodies. So it's a very delicate process. It's one that you have to know what you're doing, and it has to be done just right to get the essential oils to have the properties to benefit us the same way that they do, that these plants do, that God created so long ago. Such an amazing gift. So we only use therapeutic grade oils that are grown, distilled, tested, and sealed with what's called a seed to seal guarantee. It's what we use in our household. It's what I recommend to everyone. It's what I trust. I've been on the ground. I've been at these farms. I've seen it myself. It's absolutely 150% what I stand behind. Young Living is the only company that farms and distills all of their own oils themselves. So unlike every other brand, they are not the middleman who buys from other sources to rebottle and relabel and then resell them as their own. I love knowing that we own or co-op all of our own farms. They grow their flowers, plants, and trees without any harmful pesticides. They test with higher standards than any other company, and they ship them from the farm directly to your door. There are an abundance of chemical laden oils that are labeled as pure and therapeutic grade oils. Adulterating oils with unlabeled carrier oils or synthetic additives is basically the norm among the cheaper brands of oils. And that is what you see lining the grocery store aisles and being sold on Amazon and eBay and pretty much every corner you turn right now, because everybody wants to hop on a bandwagon for some profit. But this is your health. This is your wellness. You really need to take a deeper look at where they're coming from and how they're being made and whether they're helping you or whether they're hurting you. You're not going to get therapeutic constituents using cut rate oils. You won't. I'm giving it to you straight. So please, I'm asking you, do not take any advice that I'm presenting with you with today and use it with anything other than Young Living essential oils. I cannot be held responsible if you get sick for ingesting synthetic oils. And I've been known to wave my I told you so finger at those of you who break out in a rash after using cheaper oils on your skin. So believe me, it's happened before. I don't want it to happen to you. Let's talk about 4 ways to safely use Young Living essential oils. The first way is topically. So because of their molecular structure, essential oils are rapidly absorbed into the skin. So applying the oils to your feet is a great way to absorb the oils into your body because you have over 2,000 pores on the bottoms of your feet, and they're some of the biggest pores on your body. I like to wear them on my wrists, over my heart, the back of my neck, but I've literally had oils all over my body at one point or another. You can bathe in them, which happens to be one of my favorite things to do. You can take a cup or 2 of Epsom salt, add some of your favorite oils to it, pour it into a hot bath, and just get in there and soak. Seriously, it's amazing. You should do that, like, as soon as we're done here. The next way I'm going to talk about is direct inhalation. This is crazy cool, and I can nerd out on this subject all day, so I've just totally condensed it. But if you're in my group, search emotions. You can find some classes I've done on emotions because it's just incredible. So fragrance is the substance of memories. Research shows that when you're inhaling the pure constituents of these essential oils, it stimulates the olfactory receptors, and they activate regions in your brain's limbic system. And I'm totally obsessed with the limbic system, but that is the part of your brain that is associated with memory, emotions, your state of mind. So that's why in less than a second, a scent has the power to activate a number of physical and emotional responses throughout your body. So this causes your pituitary gland to be stimulated and release these chemical messages that travel via your bloodstream to your glands and your organs that create physical responses to these smells. That's why inhaling the oils has an incredible effect on your emotions, and very quickly at that. The only way to reach that part of your brain is through your sense of smell, through your nose. So you can add a drop or 2 of oils to your hands. I have a roller ball right here because I haven't opened the oils. Just add them to your hands, rub your hands together, cup them over your nose and your mouth, and just take some slow, deep breaths and see how you feel. It's so amazing. And that part of your brain, like I said, I'm not going to go squirrel brain on you guys right now and get all into it. But it's the part of your brain where if you smell fresh cut grass, it takes you back to playing in the yard with your grandparents when you were little, or bread baking in the oven, and it takes you back to being in the kitchen with your mom when you were younger. It instantly takes you back because it hits that part of your brain that stores your emotions and your memories and your state of mind. So it's crazy cool. And like I said, I have tons of classes on that. It's just not going to be this one, I promise. Okay, the third way that you can use essential oils safely is diffusing them. I've got this diffuser going. It actually might run out soon. I've been sitting here for a while. Lots of hours. Harsh chemical formulas are not the only way to have your house smelling fresh and yummy and good. You can enjoy peace of mind by diffusing Young Living essential oils. By diffusing, it helps to purify and cleanse the air of many, many disagreeable odors, such as cigarette smoke, pets, kids, husbands, whatever disagreeable odors you have coming through your home. It really helps with that. 75% of American homes use synthetic air fresheners that contain numerous amounts of chemicals that have been linked to cancer. So if you look at the ingredients, formaldehyde is in a lot of air fresheners. The olfactory nerve, which is the pathway into your brain, we were talking about that just a minute ago. Studies show that when that nerve is being hit with formaldehyde, it actually disrupts your endocrine system. So to any of you folks struggling with your hormones or your endocrine system, you want to pay close attention and take this very seriously. And it also deadens the nerve, your olfactory nerve, and it decreases your nose from being able to smell very well at all. And just to give you an idea, formaldehyde is one of the #1 cancer-causing chemicals, and it's what you are embalmed with at the morgue. Not good stuff, not stuff that you want circulating the air of your home where your babies and your pets and your family are continuously breathing that in. The fourth and final way we're going to talk about using essential oils safely is internally. When it comes to Young Living essential oils, we have an entire Vitality line that is labeled with white labels that are safe to ingest. The oils that are safe to take internally have that white label. They also have regular oils. So there's peppermint that's in a regular green bottle, and then there's a Vitality oil. They're the exact same oil. They're just labeled for internal use, so you know that they're safe to ingest. You can put oils in empty vegetable capsules and take them as a daily supplement. It's like my favorite way to get oils in your body. You can drink them in a glass of water or tea or juice. You can cook with them and add them to your food. It is amazing the benefits you will see when you start ingesting essential oils. So, are essential oils safe? This is probably one of the questions that I get the most, and there are certain oils that are photosensitive. So what that means is you don't want to put them on and go out in direct sunlight or go tanning. These oils are mostly citrus oils, so lemon, grapefruit, orange, tangerine, things like that. When you're using oils on your skin, just watch for redness. If you need to, you can dilute it with a carrier oil. You can also dilute oils on children because their skin is more permeable and it just absorbs the oils much more quickly. What is a carrier oil? Carrier oil is a fatty oil like coconut oil or olive oil, and its molecules are much larger than those of essential oils. So by using a carrier oil with an essential oil, it slows down the rate that your body can absorb the essential oil because those small molecules have to ping pong through the larger molecules of the carrier oil to get into your skin. You also want to be wary of putting oils topically near your eyes. I use oils around my eyes, but you want to apply it with your fingertip or a Q-tip. Don't ever tip the bottle towards your face. Also, if you're drinking oils in your tea or your water, make sure to always use glass or stainless steel. The oils will actually pull the petrochemicals out of plastic or styrofoam, and you end up ingesting that as well. So just avoid mixing oils to ingest in plastic and styrofoam. Stick with glass or stainless steel. Now, on the flip side of that, look at the ingredient list of what you have in your bathroom and your kitchen right now, because every single day we put products on our skin all over our bodies. We breathe them in, and many of these products contain damaging chemicals. The average woman applies over 300 chemicals a day to her body just through soaps, lotion, makeup, shampoo, hair care products. 80 of those products are applied every single day before breakfast. So when you're using Young Living essential oils, you're using a product that has one ingredient, like lemon, oregano, tangerine, no additives, no chemical yuck. I know this is all super overwhelming, especially to take in if you know nothing about essential oils. So I want to walk you through and tell you how I got started using oils in our home. And that was with a Young Living starter kit. So we're going to cover one of our most popular starter kits right now. We do have 4 options to join Young Living with a starter kit. And the starter kits are the only thing on the Young Living website that are half off. So if you're a frugal mama like me, it truly is the best bang for your buck. It comes with a diffuser, 12 oils, samples, and it also makes you a wholesale member. So let's dive into it, okay? So you get your choice of a diffuser when you sign up. My favorite is this one. It's called the Desert Mist Diffuser. It has 11 different settings. It's got for light settings. So it's got a candle flicker. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it changes color. There's tons of different settings that you can have it on. So I'm just going to let that go. You can also set it on high and it'll run for about 4 to 5 hours. If you set it on low, it'll run for about 10 hours. So we usually put it on low at night with our sleepy oils and it will run all night long. Pretty amazing. And we have them in every room of the house. Bathrooms everywhere. We love them. So you get a diffuser and then you get this. Oh, I just knocked all my stuff over. You get this box of amazing treasures. And there's your seed to seal promise right on the front, right when you open it. So when you open it up, there's going to be information packets up at the top. There's going to be some oils right here. And then this is where some people get lost and they call me and say, hey, I didn't get some of my stuff. I only came with half. There's a tab right here that you want to pull. I don't know if you can see that. And pull these out. And pull this out. And it's loaded with goodies and samples and more stuff in the back. So I'm going to very, very quickly cover everything that you get in the starter kit. So your diffuser, your oils, your samples, and I'm going to tell you how we use them and what we love them for very, very briefly. Just please keep in mind that all of these oils have so many uses that it would be impossible for me to sit here with you and tell you all of them today, or I would. So the first oil we're going to start with is lavender. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils because it's one of the most versatile, gentle, essential oils. It's got a mild, soothing scent that is perfect for settling down in the evening or whenever you're needing to relax or get some comforting rest. Lavender promotes feelings of calm and it really helps to fight that occasional nervous tension that I think every human gets at one point or another. It just has very balancing properties that calm your mind, calm your body. It's also got very cleansing properties that helps to cleanse and soothe minor skin irritations. It can be very, very soothing to your skin after a day in the sun. It can help to reduce the appearance of blemishes and it supports aging skin, among many, 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 many other things. This also comes in a vitality oil, so it's safe to ingest, and it does some amazing things to support our bodies. You can start a relaxation routine right when you get your starter kit by adding some lavender to your diffuser at night, adding it to your lotion before you go to bed, and just breathing in and calming down. We love lavender. The next one we're going to talk about is frankincense. You are going to absolutely be amazed. I don't know if you can see that, if it's focusing, at the powerful benefits that this oil brings to you. This is also available in a vitality oil, so it's safe to ingest. And I really, really encourage you to just do a quick Google search on frankincense and how it supports your body and the benefits that it has to us, because the list is long and it's super incredible. Super incredible. So you can add frankincense to your daily moisturizer to help with aging skin. It helps to support blemishes as well, the appearance of uneven skin. So you can just massage this in wherever you need it. It's also very, very calming and grounding. So I love to put this in the diffuser. One of my all-time, years and years later, still one of my favorite diffuser blends is frankincense and lemon, and you get both of those in the starter kit. In the diffuser is incredibly, it's like grounding and uplifting at the same time, and it smells, I think it smells like what heaven would smell like. Maybe. I'm not sure. Next is Citrus Fresh. So this is the vitality oil that you get in it, so you know that it's safe to ingest, but we also love this in the diffuser. It's got such a bright aroma. It's like cheer in a bottle. It's perfect to uplift the atmosphere and kind of give us a kick in the pants when we need it, when we need just a little more happy going on. It's a blend of orange, grapefruit, mandarin, tangerine, lemon, and spearmint oils. And it just puts a little spring in your step. It's such a happy oil in our house. The starter kit comes with Citrus Fresh Vitality, so that means it's safe to ingest. You can add this to your water, to your tea. You can take it in empty vegetable capsules. And a lot of the citrus oils are really high in D-limonene. There's something else you can Google search. I'm not going to get into that today, but Google search D-limonene and how it benefits your body. Citrus oils are loaded with D-limonene, and this is a blend of citrus essential oils. So by ingesting this, you're doing wonders in supporting your immune system and supporting healthy cells, healthy cellular function, which is something that we all need to pay more attention to, especially today's day and age. So Citrus Fresh, super amazing. That's just a short list of how you can use it. Next is Panaway. Oh, my son calls this the owie oil or his leg oil. So there's a couple hints for you. This helps to, it helps tired muscles. It gives you a cool tingling sensation after a long race or a long day working in the yard, or after wrestling matches, or when your little legs are growing faster than you can imagine, and at nighttime you need your leg oil. You can just add Panaway to a little bit of a carrier oil, massage it in where you need it. It's amazing if you need a break off your feet. Add it to some massage oil, rub your feet down. You can help to fight stress by adding it to your temples. I'm very, very known for that. This does have wintergreen in it, and peppermint and clove, some spicy oils, hot oils. My kids call it spicy oils, but you don't want to get them too close to your eyes because they will burn for a few minutes and they will turn red and watery. And I only know because I've done it a million times. So keep it away from your eyeballs, but it's amazing to put on your temples. It's a blend of wintergreen, peppermint, clove, and helichrysum, and I'm sure that it's going to become a staple in your house as much as it is in our house, from kids to animals to adults to an active gym goer. We love us some Panaway. Next is Raven. Raven is for all people that like to breathe. If you like to breathe, Raven is going to be a very close friend of yours. So it's got a really brisk, refreshing aroma. It's a blend of Ravensara, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus. And it's just a complex blend that creates a very clear and crisp sensation. And it just wakes up all your senses. You can apply a couple drops to a warm washcloth and put it over the back of your neck, add it to your diffuser. It's one of our favorites before our workouts or our walks to put on our chest and our neck because you're just breathing it in. And you'll see the very first time that you use it, it just kind of opens everything up. So it's amazing, especially if you work out like me and you just want to breathe. And it's hard sometimes because you have to keep going. I can be such a wimp during my workouts, but Raven is definitely a big, big help. We like to diffuse it in the mornings. It kind of wakes everybody up. It's a good fresh way to start your day, support your respiratory system right off the bat. Next is Thieves Vitality. This is a blend of cinnamon, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And this is a vitality oil. So taking it internally just boosts your overall wellness. It supports a healthy immune system. This is like one of our top 3 things we do for crazy immune support in this house is Thieves. It's full of antioxidant properties. If you're not sure what antioxidants are, do a quick Google search. They are so important for us. And Thieves is amazing, loaded with antioxidants. This blend is also very cleansing to your digestive system. So you can add a couple drops to your tea, your Ningxia Red, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes, or an empty veggie capsule. And although Thieves Vitality is what comes in the kit, please note that there's a regular Thieves. It's the exact same oil, and we love to diffuse it during the winter months. We put it on the bottoms of our feet every day before school. And for cleaning, holy moly, I don't think that there is anything that you cannot effectively clean with Thieves Household Cleaner. And those of you who use Thieves Household Cleaner, we're going to talk about that in a minute too. Drop some hearts down below, because that thing, the Thieves Household Cleaner is like an all-in-one everything cleaner. We'll get there in a minute. But anyways, we have an entire cleaning line that has Thieves essential oils in it because of its cleansing properties. So Thieves essential oil Vitality cleans the inside of your system. Thieves on the outside of your body, and then you can literally clean your entire house, your teeth, your hands, your clothes, your dishes, everything with Thieves oil. And that is what we do in this house, because chemical cleaners are a big no-no. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, there goes my squirrel brain. Lemon Vitality oil. This adds amazing flavor to food and beverages. We like to add a couple drops to water. You can do boil water and do a scoop of honey and some lemon, maybe a drop of Thieves. I like ice water with lemon. It's very, 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 very good to support a healthy immune system, healthy circulatory system, and really just to help clean out and detox all the gunk that covers our cells and our insides. Lemon is amazing support for that. You can add it to empty veggie capsules. You can add it to smoothies. You can make lemon bars with it. You can make lemonade. And there's also a regular lemon oil. We diffuse it. We clean with it. It is amazing. If you have any sticky, gunky residue anywhere on anything, lemon oil. Or if you have a super, super adorable son, and a few years back, maybe he allegedly colored with Sharpie on the wall, and you panicked, grab your lemon oil. It comes off super easy. You hardly have to scrub it. If you have kids, anything sticky, you also need lemon. So get that in your body, get it in your house, get it in your diffuser. It's such a happy smell. Diffusing that with frankincense. I love lemon and peppermint. I have, actually right now, I have lemon, orange, lemongrass, and peppermint going in the one right behind me. So that's how much I love it. Next is Peppermint Vitality. Peppermint is more than just a refreshing flavor. I know peppermint, hot chocolate, peppermint, everything. I love it. Here's a healthier version of it. But Peppermint Vitality can also help to keep your stomach in check. It is amazing at supporting healthy digestive function and gastrointestinal comfort, not discomfort. You can try taking a few drops of it internally, either in your water, in a veggie capsule. I'm known to put peppermint directly under my tongue before or after big meals to freshen your breath. I like to add it to my water that I drink before and after exercising, because it helps support your performance during exercise. It helps to keep you alert and awake. This is also one that comes in a regular peppermint bottle, and we love to diffuse it. I have it going right now. It's amazing with lavender and lemon in the spring months when you're trying to adjust to all those blooming flowers and floating fuzzies in the sky. If you live in Southern Oregon, you know what floating fuzzies I'm talking about. And they're everywhere. But that can make it really hard for us to breathe. So peppermint, lemon, and lavender, which you get all three in the starter kit, are about to be like the top 3 oils we use in this house for a couple months, because that adjustment period hits a couple of us really, really hard every year. So this is amazing to have. Next, we're going to talk about Digei's Vitality. This is considered a conversion oil by many, many people. Digei's Vitality is a blend of ginger, tarragon, fennel, anise, patchouli, juniper, lemongrass, and peppermint. And these oils work together to support and cleanse your digestive system. And it also helps to supplement your daily wellness routine. So just adding that to a veggie capsule. My stepdad drinks it in his coffee, which I haven't been able to successfully do that. I'm going to keep it real with you. This is not my favorite smell, but these oils were not made to smell good. They were made to work. And Digize is amazing. So you can enjoy your favorite meals and find a little bit of additional comfort if you have a bite too many, like I tend to do. Amazing for all things digestive, all things tummy. There's also a regular Digize oil. You can apply it topically to your stomach, which is what I do with my kids. I take it in an empty veggie capsule when I need it because I don't prefer the smell of it. There's also, I believe I did a video of it in our private group, some amazing, powerful properties that this has to support your brain as well. So if you need me to tag you in that, if you're in my group, let me know, because I use Digize for other things other than my digestive system. Next up is one of my absolute all-time favorite oils, and they just put it back in the premium starter kit, and I am forever grateful that they did. It was actually in the starter kit when I ordered my kit about 5 years ago, and then it was but they had to take it out because of a supply constraint for one of the plants that we need to make this oil. And that's the super cool thing about Young Living is if we have a bad harvest, or if we last year the wildfires took out one of our farms in California, we don't go elsewhere for our oils. So stuff will go out of stock, or we'll have to move things around to accommodate our seed to seal promise that we're not going to go get oils elsewhere. We're going to wait until we can grow them and harvest them ourselves again. So Valor is our Brave oil. We like to apply it to our wrists. You can just hold your wrists together and take some deep breaths, and you can literally feel your body just balance. It's just kind of this shift, and you will know exactly what I'm talking about when you do it, but you will become instantly more relaxed and focused. This blend was formulated to instill courage, confidence, and boost self-esteem. Emotionally, Valor can be used to release emotions such as aggression, defensiveness, fear of conflict, inability to cope, losing a battle, and withdrawn. So you can put a couple drops over your heart after the loss of a loved one. We've been doing that a lot lately. Put several drops down the length of your spine before you go for your chiropractic adjustments, because it's balancing in a lot of different ways. Hint, hint. You can apply it anywhere that you have any kind of discomfort. And our kids love Valor in the diffuser when they're doing homework on a subject that is not very easy for them, or difficult subjects. We like to diffuse it. And my son also loves to put it on before his wrestling matches because it just helps us to be brave and to instill that courage and that self-esteem in us. So Valor is amazing mentally, spiritually, and physically. You're going to have to do a lot of research on that one to get all the goodness out of it, but I'd be happy to point you in that direction. Okay, so that covered all the oils that you get in the first part. Now let's dive in to the back of the box. So Stress Away. If you need a vacation and you don't get to go on one, you can literally transform your home, your car, wherever you're at into a peaceful getaway with just a little bit of help from Stress Away. So this is a blend of copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, and aka tea and lavender essential oils. It's got a sweet aroma, and it just helps to calm your worries and calm your mind. You can unwind after a long day, Ashley style, by adding a couple drops to Epsom salt and soaking in a bath, putting it on your neck and over your shoulders. It's amazing for yoga to help with centering and balance. This can be used at bedtime for children as well. We use it on our dog because he tends to get a little bit stressed out sometimes. And it just smells amazing. It is so good. If you're a mom, if you're a human, you should probably at some point in time get some stress away, and you can thank me later. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about, my notes kind of fell all over, so bear with me. I don't even know if I've got them in the right order anymore. Peace and calming. You guys, I don't talk about peace and calming or hold it in my hand without smelling it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So peace and calming is one of my favorite oils from day one, A1 from day one. It is the yogi of all essential oils, and it's an absolute must to have in this house. It was one of the first oils that truly helped me to calm my anxiousness. And there's not a single living thing in this house that doesn't use this one, either knowingly or unknowingly. Yes, I unknowingly have my family using essential oils without their awareness sometimes. And they're going to thank me later too. But this is one of Young Living's most precious and sought after oils. It's one of the most loved blends that we have as a whole. You can diffuse it, you can roll it over your wrists, and it literally just helps to calm everyone from an anxious toddler to a tantrum, to a stressed out mom, to an overworked husband, to a really anxious dog. Everyone benefits from peace and calming. It's amazing for quieting your mind, just helping to ground your spirit, and just helping you to come back to that place of peace and calm. And if you know my family, you know there is no way I am running out of peace and calming. Okay, let's get into some of the samples that you get. So Ningxia Red. If I was stuck on a deserted island and I was only allowed the option to bring one Young Living product with me to keep me well, it would be Ningxia Red. You get 2 2-ounce packets to try it out, and you're going to love it and you're going to want it. But this product has sustained my entire family for at least the past 3 years that we've been taking it consistently. It's helped to keep us whole and healthy, hands down, no questions asked. There is nothing more important to have in your home than this product right here, in my opinion. This is, if you know anything about free radicals and what free radicals do in your body, this helps to kill free radicals. It's got, it's got more vitamin C than oranges. It's got more beta carotene than carrots. It is just loaded superfruit, amazing juice. My son calls it ninja juice, and I have to agree with him. When he was 2 and he started Ningxia, he couldn't say Ningxia, so he said ninja. And ever since then, it's been ninja juice. So what is it good for? This is great to energize, fortify, and revitalize your body. It is loaded with antioxidants. And it's just overall health and wellness from head to toe. It supports every single system in your body. It supports normal eye health, digestive health, promotes a clear mind, healthy energy levels. It supports normal, healthy cellular function. You're going to hear me talk about cellular function a lot, and that's because it's crazy important, and we need to talk about it. Everybody needs to talk about it. Anyways, it supports bladder health, oral health. It supports a healthy sex drive. It supports healthy skin and hair. It's very fortifying and revitalizing, and this is our #1 line of defense when it comes to supporting our immune system. So all you need is 2 ounces a day. That's what comes in these packets. And in my house, everybody gets 2 ounces a day. If you're sick, you get all the Ningxia you want in my house, because it is that critical to support your body to help you to be well. In fact, I had one this morning, but sometimes I think it's important to have more than one. Okay, it is so good. Okay, so the next sample you get, probably in my top 10 most used and favored Young Living products, is the Thieves Household Cleaner. The uses for this are pretty much endless. from your all-purpose surface cleaner to a product that you can remove stains from your clothes, carpet cleaner, jewelry cleaner. Thieves Cleaner is where it's at. It has replaced every single harsh, toxic chemical cleaning supply in our home, and it seriously lasts forever. It's super concentrated, so just a tiny bit goes a long way. It's plant-based, so it's free of all those endocrine disrupting chemicals that we were talking about earlier. Respiratory system, you're not going to be damaging it with this. In fact, we've already covered the power of Thieves Essential Oil, so you're actually boosting your immune system while you're cleaning, and that is definitely something that this multitasking mama can stand behind and fully appreciate. You get a sample packet of this in your starter kit, so you can literally start tossing out those nasty chemicals and replacing them right away with something that is so good for you. Next, you get a bottle of hand purifier, Thieves hand purifier. So how many of you have kids or use public restrooms or go to the grocery store or the gym? So many common places are packed with germs. The problem with most hand sanitizers on the market today is that they are loaded. I have oils everywhere now. I love it. They are loaded with harmful chemicals that actually are hurting our bodies. So a lot of hand sanitizers on the market today market antibacterial, which sounds really appealing, but it's actually destroying the microbiome on your skin. And that's another nerdy Ashley class that you can find in my private group where I talk about probiotics and the microbiome that's in our gut and on our skin. But it's actually killing that, and we need that. So it's killing the good bacteria and it's killing the bad bacteria at the same time is the short version of that. So you don't want that. Having these little bottles of hand purifier on hand is such a blessing. We even rub my son down with it after he gets done with a wrestling match until I can get him home and showered. So the fact that they added this to the starter kit is so amazing because this is an absolute staple in this house. Okay, you guys, let me get really real with you guys for a moment as I wrap this up and tell you the true reason that I teach so empathetically about this. Why does chemical-free living matter so much to me? It's because I have seen the other end of a chemical-filled lifestyle, and I want everyone to know what they're putting on and inside their bodies. The number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. 1,620 people a day die of cancer in the United States. 1 in 3 cases in the U.S. is directly linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, weight, or chemical exposure. The American Cancer Society says that only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases are actually from gene defects. So 90 to 95% of all cancer cases are under our control. It's what we allow in our homes. It's what we're doing to our bodies. The National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health studied 2,983 ingredients in our products at home, and they found 884 toxic ingredients. 314 of them cause biological mutations, 218 cause reproductive problems, 778 were toxic to the human body. Get this. 146 of them they knew caused cancer tumors, but they were still being allowed in the United States, even though they were being banned in other countries around the world. Many of these chemicals are found in common cleaning supplies in the United States, things that I'm willing to bet are under your cabinets right now. 26 seconds after exposure, chemicals are found in measurable amounts in the human body. Like I mentioned earlier, the average woman applies 300 chemicals a day to her body, just through soaps, lotions, products like that. 80 of them before breakfast. Come on, guys. It's time to wake up. The top 10 most dangerous chemicals in our home. Air fresheners like plug-ins and candles, chemical cleaning supplies, drain and oven cleaners and furniture polish, as well as dishwasher soap and dish soap. Beauty supplies, personal care products, hairspray, gel, shampoo, deodorant. They're all laden with chemicals. Most deodorant has aluminum in it. And what do? We slather it over our lymph nodes for 70 plus years. Many scientists believe that aluminum exposure may be directly linked to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. One of the top pollutants in the family home is laundry soap and fabric softener, dryer sheets. You wash your clothes, it sits on your skin, it outgasses in your closet all night long. This information, you guys, it's not from me, it's not from Young Living, it's directly from our government. It's from the United States Environmental Protection Agency's Top 10 Killer Household Chemicals Study. There are hundreds of thousands of chemicals on the market today. The Toxic Substance Control Act of 1976 grandfathered them all in. So what does that mean to you? Simply put, these chemicals have had little to no safety testing, and we have very, very little information on their side effects. Dr. Samuel Epstein is the chairman of the Cancer Prevention Coalition, and he says that it is unthinkable that women would knowingly inflict such exposures on their infants and their children and themselves if products were routinely labeled with explicit warnings of cancer risks, but they're not labeled that way. Since the 1940s, prostate cancer is up 200%, thyroid cancer 155%, brain cancer 70%, and the American Cancer Society estimates a 50% rise in cancer rates by the year 2020. It is no wonder that the air quality inside our home is 5 to 7 times more toxic than outdoor air quality. What happens when your body is chemically overloaded? You may see it in something as catastrophic as cancer, but most of us feel it in other ways. Lethargy, inability to focus, sleep trouble, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues, adult acne, hot flashes, stress, fear. If you're facing any of these issues, it's time to start kicking chemicals to the curb. You can control what you allow within the walls of your home, and every oil that you're using is a chemical that you're not using anymore. I got my starter kit and I began where you are right now, taking this chemical-free living thing one day at a time, kicking one chemical out of my home at a time. You can do this. It's about taking small steps, about saying no more. I'm not going to allow these things in my home. You cannot control all the places that you are exposed to toxins, but you get to be the gatekeeper to your own house. Learn alongside our team. Let us guide you through the process in simple, easy baby steps. Step 1 is to start with a starter kit, a diffuser, 12 bottles of oils, and samples that will get you off and running. They support every single system in your body. These oils are some of the most popular oils on earth, and they are just one ingredient: lemon, which is cold pressed lemon rinds; frankincense, which is a resin that is properly steam distilled at the right temperature to make essential oil; lavender is freshly distilled at the peak of harvest with thousands of uses in the home. Let us come alongside you and train you how to kick chemicals to the curb. You can do this, and we are here to help in any way that we can. Thank you again so much for joining me. I honor your time and I will never ever take it for granted. If you have questions, I would be happy to answer those. And if you're ready to get started on this oily journey, just follow the link to this video or get a message to me and I will help you every step of the way. Thank you guys so much.